Welcome back to Four Faces. We're going to jump right in this. Today's topic is very straightforward. We're going to talk about what's happening in the Middle East, what's happening with Palestinians, what happened with Russia, what's happening with, it's happening with the world, Europe. It's just crazy. You know it, I know it. It's really crazy. So let's get right into it. I'm going to talk about the cloak over our eyes. I'm talking about the hidden blankets. I'm talking about being underneath the sheet. Most Americans, unfortunately, is getting caught up with this nonsense. And what do we focus on? We focusing on Trump all day. And now the media went to Russia, first with Russia and Ukraine. Then they went to what? Israel and Palestine. All of these things. And then you see the back and forth with the House of Representatives. But guess what? All of those things are basically a distraction. You may say, how? Think about it. What really matters to you and me? Our money, what we could spend it on, what you could do for your family, your kids, your children, going to work, getting a job, paying your bills every day, getting a car, getting a house note. Ain't those the things that's most important? But what are we doing? As the interest rates go higher and higher, right now, before 2020, it was like less than 3%. Now we at what? 7 to 8% for a mortgage, right? Think about it. My mortgage, when I first got my mortgage, I lucked up in 2020. I got my mortgage at below 3%. Now, you know what it will cost you? 7 to 8%. That's crazy. But what are we getting caught up in? We're getting caught up in that nonsense that's happening around the globe. We're getting caught up in the Democrats, Republicans fighting back and forward like little babies. We're getting caught up in, I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I believe in Ukraine, I believe in Israel. All distractions. Because what's really happening is that your money is being siphoned from your pocket. Taxes are going to go higher. And that's what's happening. Because guess what just happened not too long ago? Biden asked for what? $15 billion, I think 15 or more $billion for who? For guess who? Israel. Then Ukraine came and said, hold the press. We're going to need a couple of billion too. So now they want more billions. They probably up to about $100 billion. Ukraine's about like up to $100 billion. Imagine what that money could do for you and me. That could definitely reduce our tax. Oh my gosh, that could reduce our taxes. Because what are you paying now? Some of us are paying huge amount of taxes. Some of us, our mortgages are so high, interests are so high. You know what I'm talking about. It's so high, but we're spending all of this money for stupidity to help fight other wars that are utilizing the money to go kill people. For example, what's happening in Israel and Palestine. We're ready to give Israel a couple of $1 billion more to do what? To go fight people, kill people, and hopefully kill some Hamas in the process of doing it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to fight Hamas. I want you to think about this. And this is something to think about. By the way, guys, this is not bashing nobody. I just want you to understand the body of the governments are horrible, are horrendous. Not the people, but the body. And some of the people too, let's be honest. Because the body of the government is made up of people. But the body of the government, the structure is just horrible. It's horrible. So what's happening? You got situations where Israel want to do what? They want America to give them weapons. Those weapons are being utilized for what? To go kill Hamas. But in the process of killing Hamas, to get one person, I said this in my other videos, they're killing hundreds to get one person. Like, that's not my opinion. They literally asked one of one of the Israel military leaders. They said, Blitz. Matter of fact, look at the video. It's on Blitz. With Blitz, he was talking about, he's like, he asked the military, I said, listen, we see that you dropped a missile, right, a bomb, and it knocked out the whole building, and it killed innocent civilians. And you know what the military guy said? He said, we was getting one of the hospital leaders, we got him, we killed the leader. He said, I understand. So let me make sure I understand. I'm just paraphrasing. He said, so you knew that there was innocent people when you dropped the bomb, right? Right? And you knew there was people there. It is innocent civilians. He said, yeah, we knew. But we had to we got the leader, we killed the leader. And you just see Wolf Blitz's face. He looked like he wanted to cry. The guy looked like he was so hurt. And by the way, Blitz is Jewish, right? So, I mean, like, what are you gonna say to the guy? Like, he looked hurt. Like, you killing innocent Palestinians, excuse me, to do what? To get 3 or 4 people? That's like you live in your house and there's 3 people that robbed the bank. And meanwhile, you got 100 people in that building. Are you gonna blow up that whole building and to get 3 people? That makes no sense. And this is why a lot of Jews don't understand, but I'm explaining to you very cleanly, very easily. The reason why people are against the Jews right now in this day and age is because of how Israel is responding to what happened to the innocent civilians in Israel. At first, everybody's on board. Everybody's like, yo, go get the Hamas. Yeah, go get them. Go get the Hamas. But then what happened? Israel in return did what? They start blowing up buildings. Blowing up more buildings after buildings after buildings. I mean, thousands. And then what happened? Thousands and thousands of people started to get killed. They started to get killed, man. Once you do that, you lost the narrative. You lost the narrative. You lost the sympathy. You lost the emotion, the compassion for what happened in your country, what happened in Israel. So those 1,400 people, which was definitely should never happen, but guess what? You lost the world. The world is now erupting. I want you to understand that. So what happened is, I can't go after Israel, but I do know Israel have what? They have Jews. So I'm going to go after the Jews because guess what? That's a Jewish state. So any Jews I see, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm just trying. This is not my belief, but if you want to know why people are against Jews, this is why. When you see kids, and you've seen the video, let's not pretend we haven't seen. When you see kids, babies' heads getting cut off, by the way, I wish I could show the videos, but I can't show the videos because you know why. YouTube going to definitely say axe it, and I'm gonna get, you know how it goes. They're gonna just take the video off. Right, so I can't show you that. But you can always Google it. It's out there. It's not like it's a secret. It's out there. It's all over the world. There's no hiding it. But go look at it. And this is why what you're doing is you're trying to kill the so this is Israel thing, right? The Prime Minister said, listen, we want to get rid of Hamas. But I want you to think about this for a second. Especially the Jewish people, I want you to understand what's happening here. If you say, listen, I'm going to go after Hamas. I'm going to go after the leadership. Where's the leadership right now? Where are they at? You want me to tell you? I can tell you. I got family people out there. I'll tell you exactly. I got people out there, they can tell. Well, the leadership is not in Israel. And that's not a secret. I mean, if I know, I'm pretty sure United States government know. I'm pretty sure Israel know. The real leader is not in. I say it again. The real leader, the one who's running everything, is not in Israel. He's not. And everybody knows that. Well, everybody should know that, right? I'm not saying everybody knows, but it's not a secret. Go ask anybody from Palestine. Yeah, he's there. He's not there. Yeah, he's not there. Right? So if you're saying that you're going after the leader, then the leader's not there, then you're going after who? Who are you going after? Yeah, you're going after soldiers, fine. You're going to have some of the leaders of a certain platoon or something like that. Maybe the head figure. Yeah, that's fine. But are you going after the real problem? No, you're not. Because Hamas is now, think about this. I want you to think about this too. Like I said, think about this. If someone, and I want you, especially thumbs out there, leave a comment below. Thumbs up. Subscribe. Especially for you that's out there. Imagine think about this. You're a parent. You got kids. You got kids. You got the child, daughter and all that. Imagine your child, your daughter, 15, 16 years old, get killed. Right? Your parents is wiped out. His brother's wiped, sister's wiped out. Do you think that kid's gonna be like, oh wow, dad, I'm sorry, Israel, sorry, I understand you want to get the Hamas leader, and then you're going to use these terms, shield, which is a bunch of nonsense, right? Yeah, I understand why you did. You only did to get Hamas. I forgive you. That's a joke. And I'm talking to I'm trying to explain to a lot of Jewish people, that's out there who just feel like, oh, they just hating. No one's hating. We always had sympathy for it. But you're losing that because of what's happening with your government. So now that child is going to hate you for life. Think about it. Imagine that. That child will never erase what you did to his parents. They will never erase it. It will never be erased. They're always going to have this hatred. And let me tell you something. Hatred is deep. Hatred cannot be erased easily. It's something that becomes embezzled, ingrained into you. Think about this, especially the Jewish people. Think about this. Imagine what Hitler done with the Nazis. You know what happened, right? Hitler, Nazis, World War II, right? Imagine all those people that got incinerated, that got poisoned, that got killed and thrown in ditches. And you've seen the video, you've been there, you know family members that have been through that. Do those people till today, most of them, unfortunately, most of them passed away, But those people, right, the Jews, at that time, after it was over, years, decades went by, and they never forgot what Hitler did to them. They never even forgave Hitler for what he did to their family. They wiped out whole families. Imagine. Did they like, oh man, it was a war. We understand why Hitler killed my mother, my father. I understand why. They shot him and threw him in ditches. I got it. They gassed. I understand. It was a war. They never said that. Even though Germany, paid the price they had to pay and retributes and all that, right? Did they like, oh yeah, we love Germany now. Oh, we forgive Germany because you know what? They're the best. They got rid of. No. Those people, decades later, still had hatred. Not everyone, but a lot still had hatred for what the Germans did to the Jews. You know it, I know it, and I know people that know it. So don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself. So what do you think the Palestinians are going to feel? They're going to feel exactly the same way. The hate is real. It's in deep. It's embezzled. There's one kid, I'm going to show you proof. Right? This one kid came on and said, he was saying obviously in his language, right? Hopefully some of you guys may understand Hebrew and understand language of Palestinians. If you don't, well, it's fine. They got interpretations on the bottom. Google it, right? But anyway, the kid was like, listen, basically saying, I would never, like the kid was in tears. He literally he was pulling a body and the body came out decapitated because of the building that fell on it. He said he will always seek revenge. I'm just paraphrasing it. He said, will always seek revenge. A child, maybe I couldn't tell his age, maybe I think it was 13, 14, whatever it is. A child, maybe younger. A child saying that. Why? Because he just seen something horrendous. You think you want to get rid of that? So, with that being said, here's the clipper to it all. And here's another reason. I'm just trying to explain to you why, especially my Jewish people out there, why so much hatred. One of your military personnel's an idiot. Yes, he's an idiot. He went and said, oh, we could just nuke them. The guy, I couldn't believe he said that. I said it again, one of Israel's military leaders said we could just nuke them. So now they uproar Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Egypt. Like, what are you talking about? So you basically want to so you racist now. You want to eliminate a whole people. That's what they said. They couldn't believe that. So now the prime minister comes and says, oh, no, he didn't mean that, and we're going to suspend them. So Saudi Arabia said, oh, so he makes that statement about nuking the Palestinians, and you just want to suspend them? Are you kidding me? You should have fired the man. This is the stupidity. It's stupid. Like, it makes no sense. Like, you dumb. So now what's happening now? Everybody's up and raw. Everybody's up and raw, right? And then, like I said, look at my past video. In this video, I was like, yo, then another dummy, yep, comes and asks him, why you blow up, you sent missiles and there was people there. Why you dropped the missile? This is another situation that happened there. And it was like, yeah, well, we had to get the Hamas leader. This is what because of the human shield. They keep saying human shield, human shield. No one cares that you keep saying human shield because no one's going to believe that. No one, because here's the thing. This is the last thing I'm going to say about this. Israel, I want to put this in perspective. Israel was deemed having one of the top intelligent forces, having one of the top military forces. And everybody understand what happened in the 60s where they defeated basically all the Arabs, right? We know about that. I won't go through that, right? So, I believe, Six-Day War, right? So, here it is. You have Israel labeled as one of the best militaries in the world, one of the best Secret Service in the world, they like the top 5, right? But think about this. You're the top 5. You got all this technology. You're supposed to be the best trained soldiers, blah, blah, blah. But yet you're going to blow up a whole building to get one guy. You're going to bomb an ambulance to get 2 guys. You're going to kill thousands. I think the last number was over 9,000 people with 4,000 children and babies to get 5 or 10, 20 people. Does that make sense to you? That don't make no sense. So all what I'm trying to say, those out there that are Jewish, what's happening is that they cannot, a lot of people around the world cannot reach Israel, so they're going to reach the next best thing, if you want to call it that. Do I agree with that? Of course not. I mean, we shouldn't really think about that. But if you want to know the truth, I'm here to tell the truth. The media ain't going to tell the truth. The media is going to say, oh, people are just against Israel. No, but they need to explain why. They need to give the whole story. They need to explain why. They need to hear the truth. So this is why you have this uprising. This is why everybody's against you. This is why you have all these people. Not everybody, but here it is. The UN said yes. It's a war crime. Israel is committing a war crime. Oh my gosh. What do that mean? That means Israel is no better than Hitler. Because Hitler was committing what? A war crime. Israel is no better than who? Russia. Because Russia right now is committing a war crime. And it doesn't matter if America agree or not, because America is not the whole full countries in the world. I mean, there's over 150 something countries in this world. America is not the deciding factor, right? America got its own problems, and we can get that in another story. So guys, the truth is this. This last thing I want to say. Hatred is real. Hatred cannot be resolved just by even if Israel will leave tomorrow, the Gaza Strip tomorrow. Hatred is real. Hatred is embedded now into those people. Wherever the Hamas stand for, you're probably gonna get new people come up with a new group, new time. Remember, before Hamas was what? PLL, right? There was other groups prior to Hamas, right? Don't forget that Hamas came into play back in the 80s. Correct me and leave a comment below if I'm wrong about that, but I believe they came in the 80s. Right? Israel was what? When did Israel come into play? Way before that. Right? So you can't blame Hamas for everything that's happened because there was other groups and political organizations that took over. And Hamas became, election came in 2006. So they was officially running the show. Guys, hatred is real. It's real. And you're not going to get rid of it now. What you have done, what Israel have done, the embodiment of the government have done. They have created a new wave, a new sign of people, and it's never going to end. And unfortunately, America being once again, I hate to say this, but the dumbness of American government body joining into that. America right now look like a bunch of hypocrites. We do, and we are. Because when Russia sat there and bombed buildings and killed babies and all that type of stuff, we cried out. We said, oh, it's wrong. How could that happen? Oh my God, look what Russia's doing. They have no discretion for kids and no discretion for babies. And what are we doing? We giving them weapons to go kill children, women, and babies. That's basically a lot of their missiles, a lot of that technology is what? It's from America. Not just America, but also other European nations like France, right? They're part of it too. Let's not forget them. Let's not leave them out the formula, right? And Britain and all these other countries that side with America. We know better. If Israel had one of the top-notch military, secret service, intelligence, why don't they send in special forces to go in there and eliminate Hamas? Why send missiles and kill innocent babies and children? If you're saying that, here's the last thing I'm saying. If you're saying that, well, in that building over there, we got Hamas in there. All right, guys, evacuate the building. Let's go get them. Let's send special forces in there, and we're gonna get them that way. Why do that? Why not just do that? like the hospital's gonna be there. It's gonna be there today. It's gonna be there tomorrow. It's a building. It ain't like you're gonna take up that building, put wheels underneath, it, and just roll it out the way, right? You could just did that, like you would do any other operation, because you know what they're telling me? After that sneak attack on Israel with Hamas, they don't have the best of them. Nah, there was no. They fell off. Israel fell off. So what they decided to do, what the government embodiment decided to do, the prime minister decided to do, is use brutal tactics. Let's go on revenge tour. They killed $1,400. They killed 1,400. We're gonna triple, quadruple that, and that's exactly what's happened. They killed 14. However, we're gonna also kill 9,000 innocent kids, and let's see how you like it. It's a revenge. This is not justice. And so, if you ever want to know, you're living in Israel, you Jewish, you're living in America, you're living in other parts of the world, and you're wondering why all this protesting going on, now you know. Now you know. Until next time, this is, you know how it is. Four Faces, we'll talk.